Oh yeah, it's time to get triggered. Chrono Trigger, that is. Hello everybody, and welcome to Chrono Trigger. This is the thing that I picked out among the little thing I did on my little poll. I went to a little live stream, and I started asking around, and I got talking about talking about video games and little TV show live stream that does like the 24/7 type of things there, and I was just watching it like television, and I got talking to some people in the little chat there, and I asked, hey, I'm doing video games there, I did a poll in there and I didn't get any results there. Does anyone would like to vote on it? And I got unanimous do Chrono Trigger, and there were the other options I had on there was like doing like Mario Kart for the SNES, and I think Evoland, and I also had to start doing the Dead Rising series, like not just for Halloween, but just do it for whatever reason. And so much like the other Super Nintendo games that I've been doing, this is going to be post-commentary, just like Mario RPG and Super Mario World here. The thing about this game is it's going to be hard to cut out battles because it's kind of like real-time battles, so to speak. Like, it doesn't like go into a battle screen or anything like that. It's like you run into on-screen enemies, and then you go into like a battle mode and stuff like that. But I don't know. But so anyways, so this is Chrono Trigger. This is a unique game made by Squaresoft back in the day. They're now Square Enix now. I really wish they would redo this game, like remake it like completely. They don't have to get like fancy with it, just kind of do like HD sprites or something, or even full 3D, and I don't know, it's whatever. I actually do wish that Square Enix would release like all their games, like even Mario RPG, like on Steam or something like that. I know like Mario RPG would be like a what do you call it, like a counter like way of Nintendo doing it, because it's technically still a Nintendo game, but Square made it, so it's kind of, they own the rights to the Mario RPG franchise. So but anywho, so I did the battle whatever you call it, I have it on active. This is sort of similar to like a Final Fantasy type of thing, to where you only have 3 characters in your party, and you have your HP and MP and all that, but it kind of throws a twist into the mix where you actually have tech abilities, and you gotta gain AP to get those abilities, and you keep them. It's not like you lose it or anything. So anyways, I'm keeping all the names on default here. I don't think I'm gonna rename anything else there. I had the thing to where I was gonna name one character his actual name, but I changed my mind. I was just like, nah, we'll just do a normal naming here. And forgive me if I pronounce some of these names wrong, because this is just how I pronounced it. Like this, I call her Luca, but it's probably like Lucia or something like that. I don't know. I'm calling her Luca. So if anyone knows this game, the character design was done by Akira Toriyama, who does the Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, basically the Dragon Ball franchise. And Akira Toriyama has done a lot of character design for Square and also for Enix when they were their own company. He also did the Dragon Quest or Dragon Warrior, I think it's called in the US. I think it's just called Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest now. And the art style is still the same there, and you'll see like, you know, like you'll see parallel like character design like for other just for Dragon Ball characters. Like Crono, you would think that he's based off of like Goku, and you know, let's see, well, Luca here is, I guess, the Bulma, and you know, it's one of those things there. But anywho, so right off the bat here, I'm actually gonna go into the little forest here, and I'm actually gonna just grind for just a few moments here on getting Crono's first tech ability, which is called Cyclone. And it only takes like 10 tech points to get. And this right here, this is how the battle is. It's real time like this. And it's really unique because the enemies move around, and you can move your positions too. Not like you can manually do it, but if you get like thrown around, you might move into a different position. But the way that this works is like with Chrono's Cyclone, like it only does a certain area, and if the enemies move around, and you could actually get, you know, if they move around close enough to where they're all together, then you can get them all in one little shot. And you know, it's pretty interesting little battle concept here. It's very different than like Final Fantasy or even Dragon Quest there, because it's very unique. So right now, like I said, I'm grinding for the Cyclone ability, and we don't. It's not hard to get it, and these guys give plenty of tech points to where you can probably get in like probably 2 or 3 you know, battles here, and just right there you just learned it. And so there we go. Now that I got that, I'm actually gonna go outside, and I'm probably gonna save again. But the main storyline is I'm supposed to go to the little fairgrounds that's right there. It's just in the northern part right there. Even for not newcomers to the game, it's always good to go to this place right here, because there's actually a few little things that you can get that will, I mean, it doesn't help you much, but it's you know, you get like a tonic and maybe a little bit of money. And this is just a tutorial area there. You can learn about how to do things like how to save. Like this guy right here, I'm gonna talk to. He's gonna. It's not an actual save point. I was thinking it was an actual save point, but this just introduces like if you see these right here, then you're able to like go in the field there, and you'll hear the little ping noise, and that means you can save. And this is me thinking I could save, but it's nope. And when you talk to him, he says, "No, this is just a replica. Doesn't know anything." So it's no big deal. You know, you can save outside, and it's pretty cool. And yeah, you can talk to certain people there, and they'll tell you about like a certain topic. Like this guy will talk about like your skills and how to learn them. And it's whatever. I'm gonna get a little free 100 there. So I believe Crono already had money on him before I got that 200 from the mom there. That was Crono's mom, by the way. If it wasn't obvious enough. Now those tabs there are, I believe there are 3 or 4 versions of the tabs there. There's a power tab, there's a magic tab, and a speed tab, and they, you know, they do their respective name right there. And I don't really know how I'm gonna like distribute the tabs there. I'm probably just gonna give it to whoever is the lowest, I guess, or who needs it. And I don't know, it's whatever. So this is the Millennial Fair here, and I actually really like the music here. It's kind of upbeat and it's like, hey, we're having fun. So you don't necessarily have to get any of these weapons here because, well, one of them you can't buy off the bat, but this iron blade right here that I am actually gonna buy, you can get it if you want to, but you do get something a little bit later, and you actually do get a load sword later, probably after we do a little intro, like, time travel thing there, because, you know, this is Chrono Trigger, and it's about time, so, that's whatever. So, what I do here is I actually do get these equipments here. If you do like what I do here, you should be able to get all this stuff here. And so what I do is I buy like the equipment here and I equip it and then sell my old equipment so I get some money back, and then I can you can pretty much buy everything that you can get here. I guess it's the way that it was designed. And so you'll see here, I'll sell this, and I'll actually have enough to get the other thing there. I'll get the bronze helm. That will last me. That will actually last me a good while, because it will actually, you'll be like up to date for a good while. And if you really want to grind that much, you could go and grind for 4,000 money and get that load sword there, but you can actually get one for free later on. And so this right here, I actually go for just about broke. I get me a few, the heal, which restores your status. It's pretty much the remedy of the Final Fantasy area. It cures everything. Well, not everything, but mostly everything. And then I got me some tonics there just so I'm able to heal. And so we get this little story thing there where you're supposed to run into this this character here. So the thing about this this portion of the game here is that your actions like really affect what goes on. I mean, I guess I could spoil it right now. Later on, Crono actually gets accused of kidnapping this lady right here, and whatever your actions have been done, they come up later, and it's like to the left there, there's a old man's like lunch in a little baggy, like old style, like cloth bag, and if you eat it, that will come up later, and there will be a witness that said, oh yeah, this guy ate my food there, he's actually a bad guy. And you'll actually see me here in just a second here. I'm actually gonna go talk to a little girl who lost her kitty, and I'm gonna return it, and that actually comes up later in the game, and it remembers, yeah, hey, you saved this cat here. He's actually a good guy. And so you'll see, you just talk to the cat and you just let it slowly walk and let it follow you. And just actually you'll be able, and then once you're near the little girl there, you just talk to the girl and, oh hey, it's my kitty. And there you go. Now this place here, it has an alternative currency here, which is called silver points. It's just a means of like playing games here. there are many ways to earn silver points. The best is to go all the way left on this screen right here, and you can do a battle robot, which his name is Gato. It's spelled G-A-T-O. And you actually get quite a bit of silver points for beating him. It's actually the best way to get silver points, from what I understand. And so, like I said before, some of your actions will come up to play. If you actually talk to the weapon guy there, that's just above us right here. He will ask about the girl's pendant and see if you can convince her to sell it, and that would come up later if you actually do try to do it. And it's you know, what I'm doing here is I'm actually going for the good boy scenario here, to where I pretty much, you know, be a good guy and help things out. So, like right here, if you actually try to move and run away or whatever, that will count towards you later on at the trial. And if you just patiently wait, I think it's like 20 seconds just sitting there. It's a bit of time, but it's not that long. You just wait until she says something there, and then, you know, it will move on. So that girl on the left telepod there, that's Luca. And the guy that's talking right there, Tabin, that's her father right there. And they're doing a little demonstration here on a new invention that they made. It's a teleportation thing there. It teleports you from like one end to the other. And let's go ahead and see what's going on here. So right now, the Luca hasn't had anybody to test it out, so Crono is here. So Marl here is who I named her, by the way. So if you just step on the pod there, it'll do this little thing there. You actually have to do this. I don't think you can go straight talk to Marl there. I think is it Marley or Marl? I don't know. I'm gonna pronounce it Marl. So that was a successful, like, you know, test right there. And you could technically just keep going to your heart's content, like going in the telepod and just going through again. Really, the point of the story is you talk to Marl, and she will do the test there herself, and you'll see what happens here. Not really sure why everybody's like afraid to go in it. I guess Lucas have had a history of things going wrong, maybe, which is kind of funny what's going to happen right here. So just keep in mind throughout if you're new, I'm not really going to spoil it. Marl's pendant there is actually very important to the story, and just kind of keep that in mind about it. And you'll see why here, like in just a minute here, on why it's important. So what's happening right now is her pendant is reacting to the teleportation device there, and it's like reacting in such a way that it does this to her, that you'll see. And it creates a little time portal, and it actually, for some reason, she drops her pendant, which is kind of weird because she had it around her neck. I don't know why it's like going off her neck, but it's kind of weird. But so she gets shot into this time portal, and she gets sent into the past, not the future. She gets sent into the past, and so now they're like wondering where she went, and it's like, I don't know. More like, when is she? So Luca here thinks that it wasn't exactly the telepod there that reacted to her pendant there. It's sort of implied that it was the teleporter, because when Crono went through it, nothing happened, and then when she went in it, something happened. So, and then you'll see right here, Crono is gonna actually replicate what they're gonna do here, and it's gonna do the same thing. And it is actually a thing to where it's about the teleporter and the pendant, and there's some kind of weird connection about it. And this is what I was saying earlier. The pendant is important to the story. There's something about it that you'll see as this playthrough goes, that there is a secret behind it, and that we'll figure it out along the way of the story here. So let's sit back and enjoy the power of I don't know, the power of what is it? Mode 7 time travel thing here. So there was an interesting video I saw about the effect of the little like warp right there where you see the spinning. They actually just did that little spinning effect, and then they just like duplicated it, and it's a weird effect, and it actually worked pretty well, and they kept that little effect there. It was pretty neat. So there's this mode 7 going through time effect. So here we go. So we're at the point to where this is it. We travel to where Mario got shot to in the past, and so we fight these little blue monster guys here. They're not hard to beat. As you can see, just one swipe and they're pretty much dead, even with thing there. And this is Cyclone right here. It does an area. It does the person that you do it, and then if the other people are close enough there, it might do them as well. It has an area effect on it. So another thing to explain is this game also does the thing where you do have where you do combo tech moves there, and they call them like dual tech or combo moves or whatever. And there's like a ton of like combo moves there. It's like ridiculous. But I'll explain them once we get to that kind of stuff there. We do get them later on in a little recording part here. But so this right here, Power Glove, if you know Nintendo, that's the name of their little Nintendo glove that they did there. And so actually, now that I mentioned that, there are emulator achievements for this game, and just like for Mario RPG, there's emulator achievements for this. So you will be seeing pop-ups for emulator achievements, and one of them is to put on the Power Glove there. And so next, as you can see, next tech thing for Crono there is this slash, and that's a little it's a direction attack there. So if you go into this little residence here and you talk to somebody, they'll tell you that you're in the year 600, which is 400 years ago. The main timeline that they're from is 1000, and so this is 600 AD. And so yeah, so this shop right here, it does have some stuff that you may want to buy, though if you did what I did there, you're not gonna have any spending money. So on the way back to the main time, then you might have enough. Who knows? I mean, you'll be getting some money from battles there, so it's like whatever. So this is just me exploring around. This is actually a little origin thingy of the bell that we saw at the little center of the. Well, I don't know if it's the center of the Millennial Fair, but this is the same bell that we see later on that rang when we bump into Morrow. And so we just kind of get to see clever time travel thing there. I gotta applaud Square for actually doing a good job on effects of time travel, and it's you can really mess it up if you don't do it right. And so this is what I was talking about. If you kind of do it right, you can get everybody with a cyclone there, and I will be kind of using that a little bit here. And you'll see here in just a moment there's a bush that I'll be examining to get a I got another power tab there. For now, I think I do keep giving Chrono the power tabs there until a little bit later. Then I start giving it to other people, and I mean you'll see. And so right here, this one right there, if you examine that, the little monster pops out and you get a shelter, which is pretty much the equivalent of a tent in the Final Fantasy universe. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be just do a small grinding of getting a few of them in my inventory, and then exiting out. And then I fight these guys here. So they're not too hard. You can pretty much get most of these guys in one shot with the cyclone there. Since I got the iron sword there, it does boost my attack a little bit to where it's pretty good there. But so right now we're gonna go outside here and we're gonna save, and that will pretty much be it for this first video for Chrono Trigger there. So here we go. We got it going now. So anyways, that's the end of this video here. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and also follow me on Twitter, and I will catch you guys in the next video. So peace.